we're trying to squeeze more out of our vehicles. Have you seen Uber and Lyft's quarterly reports? Profits are through the roof. So what does this mean for shareholders, drivers, passengers? My name is Levi. I'm actually in a Panera, and this is the Daily Drive. Bear with me with all the noise behind me here, but I'm out traveling, and it is what it is. Okay, so the quarterly reports, the numbers are the numbers. Let me just do a quick recap for you. I'll put the details over here, but basically the companies were generating more rides and more trips. They were generating more revenue, but the real kicker is that they generated more profit, more positive cash flow. And that's all increased year over year, quarter over quarter, however you want to measure it. And they're each are doing a little bit different things with it. Uber did a shareholder buyback, $20 billion, and that's good for shareholders. Go Jason Calacanis, you made some money. And then the Lyft is doing some strategic partnerships and acquisitions. Okay, so that's the numbers. What does this really mean? Well, start with the shareholders. If you're a shareholder in these platforms, you're finally getting the returns maybe that you've been looking for, that you made your initial investment. When Uber came on the scene, it was going to radically change transportation. And I think that promise is manifested. I think today, Uber is a primary means of transportation for so many people, whether they're traveling, going out at night. Quite frankly, a lot of people just use it for day-to-day commutes and errands and things like that. It's reliable and it works. Lyft is not a big competitor, but I think people use Lyft, if any reason, to shop, compare prices, to potentially maybe make a protest move against Uber for whatever reason. People see Lyft as the good guy and Uber is the bad guy. Black, you know what I mean. White hat, black hat, but whatever. Okay, so there's that particular thing. So shareholders are finally getting their return, and they need to. The reason why shareholders need to get their return now is because these companies are just apps, and everybody can see it. All the other potential rideshare challengers in the future, a Waymo, Robotaxi, Zoox, or whatever, they're manufacturing vehicles. They're actually putting vehicles on the road. Where Uber and Lyft have people like me and you, as if you're a driver, using our vehicles to do this. And the business model is kind of crumbling. Like there's like a facade. Like people can see the revenue and the profitability and go, oh, it's really great. But to mix a metaphor, the house is built on sand. It's not built on rock. it's crumbling. And let me give you an example. And again, I'm still focusing on you shareholders here for a second. If you're just an app, you're just the in-between person. So there's a person that needs a ride and a person that can drive the vehicle or whatever, and you're just the middleman. And you've maxed out your revenue through higher prices, lower payments to drivers. But how have you improved the service? So again, is Uber better today than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it might be? You're asking for more money, but are the quality of the cars up? Are the quality of the drivers up? No. And the reason why is we're getting paid less. So we're trying to squeeze more out of our vehicles. And because the pay is less, you're getting a less quality driver. Is the quality increased with customer service? No. 100%. Everybody knows you cannot reach a human to solve a problem with Uber and Lyft, whether you're a driver or passenger. It's just horrible customer service. The only service that they're offering is availability. That's it. But they're gaming with the pricing because that's the only way they can make money. They can't make money through fair, upfront pricing that's clear. And I think Lyft is trying to do a good job with this. But as they're doing a good job, it's like we could see the problem. So they might be telling us everything up front and they're giving us all this information. It just makes it look that much more shady. Where Uber's hiding it, but either which way. So, shareholders, get your money now. I don't know how much longer this will last because if Tesla can start rolling out robotaxi, regardless whether there's a person in the car or not, whether it's an autonomous car or not, but just putting thousands, if not millions, of cars on the road in the next 2, 3, 4 years, that's going to be a big deal. If Amazon can manufacture, or whoever they're partnering with to make their Zoox vehicles, Waymo, it's just killing it. They're just growing, and people, customers, passengers love the feeling of consistency, not necessarily privacy, but consistency in these autonomous cars. When a Waymo pulls up, you kind of know what kind of car you're going to get. When an Uber pulls up, you're just going to get whatever. Okay, so that's the shareholder side. Let's talk about it from a passenger perspective. Um, the the apps are gaming you. The apps are 100% gaming you. In the next few days, weeks, whenever I get a chance, I'm going to put out a analysis where I did the same ride probably 100 times, basically going from Ithaca to Syracuse, New York, over the last 2 years. The exact same ride, and every single time that ride, and I'm saying Ithaca to Syracuse, I'm talking like it's exactly 60.7 miles, like from Cornell's campus to Syracuse, New York. The rides are what they're priced at vary wildly. Some passengers are paying like $180. Some passengers are paying $90. And the same time, same day, there's no rhyme or reason to it. These apps are using your data on your phone to get as much cash out of you as they can. Because again, they're not offering a better service. What does this also mean for you if you're a passenger? I think it means that you're going to get a worse car and a worse driver. Now, I love my fellow drivers. I mean, this channel is really kind of built around my community of fellow drivers. But a professional driver in a clean vehicle, it just costs too much. I'm struggling. I mean, I drive Uber X primarily, and it's like I should be getting a 95 Toyota Camry with 3 wheels and a donut wheel, and I'd still make the exact same amount of money. Like, nobody's paying me more for having a nice vehicle. So I should just get the cheapest possible car I can and never clean it, because passengers are tipping less. So why should I put any effort into the job? Uber and Lyft have incentivized drivers to just do the bare minimum. I'll give you an example. I just walked into this Panera, and their DoorDash guy walked in front of me, and I saw inside of his vehicle. I would never ever order delivery food. This is the grossest thing. This is gross. There was him, wife or girlfriend, I don't know, a couple of pets in there. And it was just like dumpster fire of garbage in the vehicle, and he put no effort into his attire. And yeah, your food might be in a bag, but that grossness is going to seep through. There's no incentive for any one of us to put any effort into customer service because we're not getting paid more. And, as the anti-tipping movement grows, okay, well, there's, again, less incentive to do the best job that we can. And I want to do it for pride. I really do. But as a driver, it's just, there's that. Now, let's talk to my fellow drivers. What can we do about this? Because I love this gig. I love meeting the people. I love getting out there and doing what I do. Everything's really, really good. And the money's just not there. And there's just more drivers on the road. And it's just harder and harder to do it. Here's a truth, if you're a driver, that you need to hear. Society sees you and me as barely minimum wage people. Barely minimum wage. Most Americans can drive a car. Most humans can drive a car. They have licenses and stuff like that. And they're like, well, I can drive a car, and I'm good at driving a car. You can drive a car. Why should I pay you more to do that? It's like we're out there cooking hot dogs, and any person can cook a hot dog. So it's like, I can cook a hot dog. Why would I pay Sonic for $5 for a hot dog when I can get them for 10 cents at the grocery store or whatever. Um, so there's that race to the bottom with that. The economy's getting worse. Um, you can just sense it out there. Maybe it's AI, maybe it's Trump. I don't know. Whatever you want to place blame, tariffs. Um, but you can just get a sense of it. There's a lot of anxiety out there. It could be just social media perpetuating unhealthy things that are not true. But whatever it is, that's going to incentivize more people to say, you know what, I need to make $100 this weekend. Let me try Uber driving. So you can have more competition out there on the road, and yes, it's going to get harder. I think we're going to get make less and less and less. I think peak Uber driving revenue that I experienced was 2023. But I think 2026, 2027, and maybe 2028, you're going to make $5 an hour. It's going to be nothing. It's just a race to the bottom. And so there's that particular piece. But what is the silver lining? What is the good news? I'm trying to always be the ever optimist. I always want to be positive, and I think there are some positive things. Number one, you, driver, you're capable of doing amazing things. You don't have to do this. You can go to night school, become a lawyer, do whatever you want to do. I don't know. If this is not paying what you want, and you're doing this primarily for the money, find an exit strategy and jump on it. Do it your very best. So yeah, the first thing you can do is find your exit strategy and work toward that with like do it as fast as possible. Get out of the business. Now, if you're a glutton for punishment and you're like me and you want to stay in it, you got to find the things that you like about it and focus in on that. Um, if you can't make money doing this, you can only barely pay the bills. What do you like about it? For me, it's the people. I like being in my car, driving around, meeting people, being in the city. That's what I really truly enjoy. I yeah, it's like I get excited about it. I've always made this kind of absurd comment, but if I won the lottery, $1 billion, I'd still do this. I just it's what I like to do. Um, and I think the third thing is if you are a pro at this, be a better pro. Just really hone in your skills to find those surges, to those little sweet spots, and do extra work to maximize your tips. Um, and just be realistic. Be realistic about it. You can't have unrealistic expectations about this. That's my detailed analysis of something that we think we all know. Um, but I just want to maintain a positive attitude about it the best that I can. It's easy to get cynical and negative, and I think there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that speak to that really well. I like them all, and I think you should continue to watch them. But I want this podcast, this channel, to be about positivity, even in the darkest of times. Let's find that glow of positivity. Now, let's jump into your questions here. Mace Dog, he says, okay, I don't understand how you get 21 cents per minute and I only get 9 cents per minute for waiting. Is it a different state thing or is Uber screwing me over? Yes, on all of the above. Yes, Uber is screwing you over. And yes, it matters a lot, the different things that can vary your wait time. Definitely state to state, city to city, car to car, ride type. It can fluctuate. In addition to that, there's surge type of if it's a surge, you get a higher wait time and stuff like that. So hope that helps. Sorry, man. All right. It's Vani Money, whatever that. I don't know. He asked me how much range do I get in my Tesla Y. I'm looking at it. It's parked right out there. My Tesla Y originally came with 330 miles of range, from 0 to 100% or 100% to 0. Right now it's about 280 is the range, so it's dropped 50 miles, which is 80 82%, something like that is the effective range now of what I could get. So it's definitely gone down a lot. The good news is it's like a curve though. It starts really high and the battery effective range kind of flattens out. I have 114,000 miles and I'm happy with the range that I get. I think it still works really, really well. All right. CK Anna 74. That was the year I was born. Let's do it. Which Tesla model and year are you driving? I'm thinking about getting one. Hey, I drive a Tesla Model Y. It's a 2024. I bought it in January of 2024, so I guess it's a 2023. It's a seven-seater, black. It's the long range. It's the best car I've ever owned. It really is. I've made a couple of like tongue-in-cheek videos about things that I hate about it. Maybe that's just kind of rage bait type of material, clickbait. But no, reality, it's the best car I've ever owned. In fact, on this channel, I'm going to make more and more Tesla videos just because I love the car so much and I think everybody should buy one. It doesn't mean you have to support Elon or anything like that. Now, there are some downsides to getting a Tesla. I don't think I would get one if I had to do a lot of miles every single day, like I'm doing now. But and also if I couldn't charge my car at home. Charging my car at home is saving me some money, and that's really important. And so there's that. But yeah, get a Tesla. I should put my Tesla link. Isn't there like a I should do that. I know there's some guys out there that do that, the commissions for selling Teslas. Again, this channel is about basically how Uber is like that fourth space where humans can connect, even for the briefest moment. So I want to make content that resonates with passengers and drivers and the whole industry, because I just think humans want to connect. I think there's a pandemic of loneliness out there, and somehow, some way, for the briefest moment, somebody gets in my car and we can just connect. It doesn't have to be a deep, meaningful conversation. It can just be about the weather, but it's good and it's healthy and I like it. And if you're a driver for 2025, I want you to drive your way. There's a lot of advice out there, and I think there's a lot of things that people are going to say, here's how you make the most amount of money. And that may be true, it may not be true, but you are unique. You have unique needs. You drive in a unique city, you drive a unique car, you can drive at unique times, you have unique skills. Everything about you is unique, and so there's no one way to do this. I'm cheering for you. Be safe, be healthy, be happy. Bye.